Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Sonia. I have Rifka here with me, and we're so excited to do this makeover segment with you today because the Race for the Cure this year is all about sort of going beyond race day and finding ways to make your everyday life better so you can thrive through whatever you're going through, whether it's breast cancer, survivorship, or caregiving. This is something that I hope will help you all sort of add a little bit of joy to your hair journey. And a little bit about me, I'm an early stage breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed at age 29 with stage 1 breast cancer. I was triple positive and I went through 6 rounds of chemotherapy, 1 year of Herceptin, and a number of surgeries. And in that process, I realized that women don't have fashionable options for their hair loss journey. So that's how I ended up sewing head wraps during my chemo and ended up launching StyleEsteem wardrobe just to give women the same options that I was able to create for myself, and then to also create things like this where you can go beyond just the hair, because it's so much more than that. It's about how you're feeling, how you're looking when you look at yourself. It's not just about how others see you, but it's a big part of it is about how you see you. So I'm happy we can do this together. I'd love for you to introduce yourself, Rifka, to the community.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Rifka Coleman. I am a breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed this year, February of 2020, with stage 2 triple negative breast cancer. Thus far, I've gone through 20 weeks of chemotherapy, and I have surgery in just about a week. Then I'll have radiation after that.
And I know we connected while you were still in treatment, but I'm really happy that we can sort of do this now, because I want women to know that it's really important that, it's not just, oh, treatment has ended and so my hair loss journey is done and now I just move on. Hair loss is something that you kind of experience for a long time before and after during the hair loss itself. So this is going to be a little bit about how to dress for different seasons, how to kind of, make yourself comfortable as you're going from like summer to fall. And I think, this kind of will help you think a little bit more about your holistic kind of journey when it comes to hair loss. So I'm excited to get started. So Rifka, tell me how all this kind of started for you. Why don't you describe a little bit your chemo haircut story?
Okay, so my hair was very long. It's always been long, very, very long, almost to my waist. And I knew initially I wanted to cut it short just so the shock wasn't there. So that's the first thing I did before I actually started chemo. I cut it to about my shoulders, and it was actually really cute, something I'd never done. But as I got into treatment, the doctor said on day 17 it would start to fall out, and just like clockwork it did. So I wanted to be in control. So in order to be in control, I said, I want to shave my head myself. And that's exactly what I did. I wasn't sure if I'd know when the time was right. So I just kind of went with it, and the hair started coming out in clumps, and I said, today's the day. It happened to be Easter, so I'll never forget that. But after a little bit of Easter fun, we said it's time. Let's shave it. We shaved it, and it was liberating, to be honest.
That's so wonderful, and it's going through a diagnosis is so tough that I think. Just like you said, creating that positive memory around hair loss, like taking control of it, doing it with your family, kind of making an occasion on a special day. I think it's so important to create those positive memories. So since then, it's been a lot of craziness going on in the world. So how has your day-to-day routine been? I know you have a big family as well at home, right? So what's your day-to-day been like?
Well, I got diagnosed probably, I don't know, a week before the world shut down. It literally shut down after I was diagnosed. So being quarantined at home, like every other family, has been at least semi-normal, right? Because everybody else is quarantined. So day to day, we are around the house. I work from home. I chase the kids around. We were virtually learning initially, then we had the summer, and then now we're about to start virtual learning again. So really day to day, we're just around the house, try to stay as comfortable as possible with as many people in the house as we can, you know, all the kids and things, the dogs, things like that. So yeah.
So how, in that process, how has it been like getting dressed in the morning? Like what has that been like for you since not just diagnosis, but hair loss as well?
It's been hard. So what I like to do is stay comfortable chasing the kids anyways. But now with hair loss, it's really hard because you feel like nothing looks the same. You know, the hair was such a comfort item. It was a kind of like a protection, and now it's like you don't have that. So you have to really choose what you're gonna wear and make sure, you know, it looks right on you. So for me, I've just really drawn more towards the athletic leisure style. So like leggings and t-shirts, just to stay comfortable, but also where I feel comfortable without my hair.
Sure. Yeah, and it's really important to put your comfort first. I know, like, it becomes a matter of, like, you know, there's certain things you can't forego during this journey, and everything else that you can make better or make easier, you definitely have to make that effort in, you know, and make that happen. So, you know, during hair loss, I know we're going to do our makeup in a little bit. So, you know, I think my experience, what it taught me was, you know, hair goes missing, but there's definitely ways to add color and a little bit of more life into your look with makeup and head wraps. So I think, like, can you show us what makeup you have there today that you want to apply with your day wear head wrap? With makeup, like you said, it's nice to have a little bit of something to give your overall look like a little bit more life and a pop of color. So walk us through just what you did. I know, like, this is our day wear look, right? Like what you might wear if you were, you know, around the house during the day or just going out during the daytime.
Yeah, absolutely. Just around the house or running errands. I like to wear just a little bit of light color, but it brings a little bit of life to my face. So I did a light shadow all over with a little bit of a medium brown in the crease. And then I just used a darker shadow for the liner, just around where you would put like an eyeliner on. And then I did some a little bit of contouring or bronzer and a little bit of light pink blush just to bring some color back to my face. And then I used kind of like a sheer red for my lips.
Nice. And I know you mentioned, like, it's also, it is not something that you think about necessarily, but when your hair loss happens, it's hard to kind of know where that forehead starts and stops. And then, like, I know you mentioned, like, it's been a little difficult with being on medication, just how it changes the structure of your face. Sometimes you're a little bit more puffy on certain days, and it makes it hard. But I think, you know, having just a little bit of leeway with makeup, you can kind of work around that by contouring a little bit, by adding a little bit more depth to your cheeks or to your, you know, to your forehead. I think that that's a really interesting trick. And I love that you did the dark shadow where the eyeliner is to kind of hide the, you know, the lashes and that whole area. I think that's such a neat trick because it adds a little bit more definition, right? So
thank you. Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah. So which head wrap did you pick out to wear today?
I picked out the plaid with a little bow in the front.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So this is the School of Hard Wraps, a riff off of the School of Hard Knocks. All of our wraps are named something, you know, interesting and unique to the life of a cancer patient. So I love that you picked this one. It reminds me of fall and school and all sorts of, you know, nice, good changes.
That's exactly why I was drawn to it, because I love flannel and I love fall. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's almost fall. This is perfect.
Yeah. So let's see how it looks on you.
Okay.
Oh, that's so classy. I love it. And it's so fun. I could totally see you at like a pumpkin patch with your kids wearing this.
That's exactly what I was imagining too.
Yeah.
Fall is my favorite. So like the crisp
Yeah.
air, and this is so incredibly soft and
Yeah.
light. I love it.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And then there's actually a few different ways you can wear this one. So I'm going to actually have you turn it all the way around so that the bow is in
Okay.
the front,
All right.
just to kind of experiment. Like you can,
Oh,
if you're
wow.
feeling particularly, like you want to do like a flourish, this is a good way to just,
This is cute.
have fun and just make it a little bit more girly. And then if you can actually take off the head wrap, I'm going to show you, you can actually take the bow out that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you can hold it up and just like slip it out. Yeah. Yeah, slip it out of the loop. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then you can wear that as it is without the bow, front or back. Sometimes I like to wear the ruching in the front, but sometimes the loop is nice. So just kind of depends on what you're in the mood for. But
That's really
I like that.
awesome. And it looks like it's very easy to put back, so that's great.
It is. It is. And I love this style. Like a lot of our wraps, you can kind of wear different ways. You can kind of wear it to the side. You can tilt it different ways. But I love that this one has like 3 very unique ways of wearing it because I don't know, my experience during chemo was like it was really hard to find clothing that I connected with and that I felt good about. And once I found something, I just kind of wish I had multiple pieces of it. I was never like that, but this was the first time in my life where I started to feel this way about clothing. And having something that works multiple ways for you, I think you get so much use out of it during that time. So I'm really glad that you picked this one and that you can wear it during fall.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So how does the overall look make you feel with the head wrap and then the makeup and then also your cute earrings, which are kind of a little bit of sparkle today. Yeah.
Yes. You know what? From the start to now, I just feel so much more confident.
Mhm.
With just a little bit of color on, the head wrap, I just feel more confident. I feel like I can walk out of the house and not feel embarrassed or ashamed, which is kind of how you feel sometimes, when
Yeah.
you just don't feel like yourself. So.
Well, I'm glad that this kind of gives you kind of another layer to your style identity for now, and I'm so glad that it makes you feel that way. All right, so now that we've done one of our day wear looks, let's try some evening wear. But tell me, like going from day wear to evening wear, I'm curious to know just how hair loss has actually shifted your self perception, especially when it comes to your hair and getting ready and things like that.
I mean, to be honest, I don't recognize my own reflection. I don't like to look in the mirrors. I keep my head down. The only mirror we really have in my house is when I'm brushing my teeth. So I just
Yeah.
keep my head down. It's really hard. I know hair will grow back, and I know it's temporary, but right now it's hard. It's hard overall to look at yourself.
Yeah. So in this time where who you're seeing in the mirror is different, right? Tell me just how that has affected what style means to you now as someone who is a cancer patient who has gone through hair loss.
So keeping your outward appearances and carrying yourself in a certain way is your style. But the first thing people look at, they
Mhm.
see your outward appearance.
Yeah.
They see your hair. Not having it's hard to look put together. To me, it's hard to have a style when you can't put your hair in a style, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So overall, it's really hard to feel like you're stylish.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. So I know it's been challenging to get dressed for those special occasions, right? Just getting kind of the makeup, because it's usually a balancing act for women, like doing the makeup and the hair. And when you don't have the hair, you kind of are like, where do I even begin? It doesn't feel like the look is complete.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to know, like, are there any special occasions in your life right now, like things that you still get dressed up for?
So while I was in chemo, there was several things. My oldest, two children graduated from high school, so we wanted to look really nice. I wanted to look really nice for the graduation photos. Those are going to be seen, for forever. And so I mean, there's definitely things that we get dressed up for. I had a birthday, you want to look good for those.
Absolutely. Like these are lifetime memories, and while your children are having these major milestones, so are you. Like you both are, just doing amazing things, and so it's definitely noteworthy. And so I think kind of going off of our daywear look experiment, something that I think is an easy thing to lean on as a cancer patient who is definitely stretched for time and energy and all this stuff. What I really love to do is just kind of transition what I'm already wearing into like a different occasion or a different time of day. So whatever, I remember like whatever I would put on for daytime, if I was going to the office, I would just have like maybe a different color lipstick or something to, just help me feel like I'm doing something different for myself. So I know you picked out a lipstick for your evening wear look that is a little bit different. What did you pick out?
So I went with a pink is one of my favorite colors. So it's kind of like a hot pink gloss. It is sheer enough to not be too in your face, but it's bold enough for me.
Yeah, I love that. And it's very fitting for the Race for the Cure that we go with pink. So go ahead and apply that so we can see that on you.
Okay.
Tell me just like, why did this particular style stand out to you? Why did you pick this one?
Leopard has always been my neutral. I have had this obsession with leopard since I can remember. So as soon as I saw it, I said, I will have that one.
Yeah, and it's one of these things that just never goes out of style, right? Like it's always popular to wear it, and it's always something that will look good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so, I think that's also important because, spending money on things like this during treatment, you don't want to necessarily, throw things away. It's hard to put a lot of investment into something like this. Like I know for a fact, like those wigs that I bought, I'm never going to wear them again. I don't even want to look at them. So
I don't like them either.
Yeah, it's hard, but like the wraps, I'll take them out and I'll wear them to the beach or while I'm traveling or just on a rainy day or something, and it's something I can still use. So I actually wanted to show you with this one as well. You can go ahead and like tilt it a little bit to the side, like just a tiny bit. Yeah, like you can kind of play around with it, and then also the ruching that's in the back, you can completely turn it around and wear it in the front, depending on just what you're feeling that day. So how does the overall outfit make you feel with the wrap and just like the lipstick change and the earrings and all that?
Glamorous. I really do feel glamorous. I think that the touch of leopard with my solid black jumper it's glamorous, and it's classic. I feel like it's classic, but it's also stylish, which just a pop of pattern or color, it just sets it off.
Yeah, and I think it kind of puts in the effort for you, right, without you having to do much. So that's definitely something that I think is a plus. But I know we have a little surprise.
Yes.
You're twinning with your daughter today, right?
I am. Let me grab her. You ready to show her?
Oh my goodness, this is so cute.
Yes, there she is.
And you're both wearing matching outfits and matching head wraps.
Yes, we are both wearing some. Yes, you'll see some pictures. They look adorable, but she loves this. She loves the look.
Yeah, and it's something to be said about like having your tribe with you and matching with them, and just having that sort of solidarity. It's almost like wearing a team uniform, but it's a little bit more than that, I think.
Absolutely.
So I'm so glad that she likes it,
Yeah.
and she's matching with
Thank
you.
you.
So. Okay, so next we're going to try out doing a henna crown at home with some temporary tattoos. I really love this idea of the henna crown because it's something where it's, you can add a little bit more to just your head itself without needing anything else, whether it's a head wrap or wig or a hat. This is just something to kind of adorn your head with and just be a little bit glamorous and have fun and dress up. And it's something you can do, over and over as you need it or as you want it. So which one did you pick out? I think you picked the metallic one, right?
Yes. So these,
Okay.
I think these would be so cute, kind of flanked on
Yeah.
either side of my eye. So.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with that one. So go ahead and cut the tattoos out with the plastic that's on there, and then we'll apply it together.
Okay. I think maybe something like this, because then it'll be kind of more. What do you think? Because that's kind of where you normally put highlighter. It's like.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with that. It makes me think of like a Greek goddess situation. It's kind of cute.
Yeah. I was thinking that too. I was like, I don't know. I am a Greek goddess.
Yes, you are. So let's do the wet paper towels, and then we can apply one by one and just see how it comes out.
Yes. There you go.
That's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's adorable on you. How do you feel about it?
I think it looks really great. As soon as I had seen that they were metallic, I was like, oh, this is so fun. I'm glad I chose a white shirt. And I think they're fun.
And it does stand out on your skin. I think a lot of people who might have a lighter skin tone think that, oh, maybe metallic will kind of blend right in, but it's really popping on you. Like I can really see it shimmer and shine on camera. So
it looks really good with my earrings. So
yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. And then we're gonna add a little bit of sparkle, right?
Yes.
What did you want to add sparkle with today?
So I have like a kind of like a highlighter, but I like to use it. I like to use it as a highlighter, but since I already kind of have a lot of shimmer, I thought I'd just add it to my eyes, and then maybe a little something on the lips. In the light, I think you can really see how it just kind of shimmers. I didn't want to take away from the henna crown.
Yeah, no, I think that looks really cute, and you kind of look like you're ready to go off to like some really fabulous pool party or just a day at the beach. And so I love how it looks on you. I think it just is so cute on you. So thank you for taking the time to try and experiment with this. I know it was your first time doing it. It was my first time helping someone do it too. So I think we did a good job. So thank you so much for doing this makeover and for not just dressing up with me, but also talking about just the vulnerable side of all this, because it is hard to go through something where you're facing a new part of yourself, and I think leaning on a community and having other survivors to just look at how they've done it, and just to know that it is possible to find yourself through all this, and maybe even someone who you feel is a truer you, a more authentic you. I think something like that, having that be your goal rather than, you know, long hair or thick hair or hair regrowth. I think making your goals more internal and then letting your look and your identity flow from that place, I think, is so important. So thank you so much for coming here and just sharing about just what you've been dealing with, and just how style has changed for you, and how you've changed as a woman. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me and having me. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad. And just for everyone else, you know, this is right now is race day or race weekend, but this effort goes on. Fundraising will continue, and making awareness and research bigger and better this year is definitely important, because breast cancer during COVID, it doesn't go away. We still need to make sure that we're taking care of each other, that we're getting our, you know, our scans on time and doing our self checks, and also supporting organizations like Komen that are, you know, doing such a big effort to fundraise even during a time like this. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Please join our team, Team StyleEsteem, and connect with us on social media for more hair positive content and just to be part of our community. All right, thanks, everyone. Bye.